Hi there, it's Lori. This one's going to be pretty short. I may or may not be able to find the pattern for the little shoes you're going to see. They're very cute. I did sew buttons on, and it's so cute, but I don't know. Anyway, my story today left my head. Hold on a second. Let's see if it will come back. I'll tell this one. It's not what I was going to tell, but I'll tell this one. So, the first year I was at the school I was at for over 20 years, because I taught at a few other schools before that. I had parent-teacher conferences. And the next day, this was so embarrassing. I was like 28 years old-ish. I'm only 29 now, right? This girl walks into class the day after parent conferences, says to the whole class, "Miss Mac, my dad thinks you're hot." I was very married at the time to my ex-husband. I'm like, that was so awkward and uncomfortable. I had really short hair then. I was talking to somebody about that the other day, that I've had hair of all lengths. I've had hair down to my waist. I've had very short hair where it was kind of full in the top. I've had shoulder length that was then permed in the 80s. I've had, and every length between what it is now and like literally pretty much every length of hair. It's wild. But at that time, I had short hair. I forgot to put my computer glasses on, so we're going to get a little bit of glare. That's okay, because the rest is going to be audio. I will do my goodbye in the audio. So for now, we'll do this part. Hugs from me, my potato head. And then I'll do most of it with just the picture up there. Sorry, I don't have a picture of my granddaughter wearing these. And it's made with chenille yarn as well, because I didn't know how much harder I was making my life. Anyway. Okay, see you on the other side. So these little Mary Janes I made for my granddaughter. I do think that my daughter tried to put them on her a few times. Sorry about that. But I don't think they ever quite fit, or by the time they fit, she was kind of walking, so they didn't have the right bottoms for that. Anyway, again, I was new to the making things for babies, so my sizing was terrible. Plus, I was making wearables and didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't really know how to adjust sizes at all, or change your hook, or change your yarn, or any of that stuff. I didn't know any of that stuff. Even though Bag a Day Crochet does say that, Crystal says that stuff, but I don't think it clicked with me yet until I started, and I'm going to use Chuck's phrase she uses, Frankensteining my patterns, because I think Frankensteining is the perfect description of what I do with patterns. Anyway, I really think they're incredibly cute, and I had the cutest buttons to go with it. I don't remember if they were working buttons or the buttons were sewn on. Sorry, again, this was 2022, so that was 4 years ago. I looked, just so you know, I looked through all of my crochet for 2022, and I still had, it was either 34 or 38 items I need to show you. So we will be doing crochet for nearly the rest of the year. And then we'll do some paintings. And then we'll do a preview of what did I make in 2023. So I was checking to see how many I had because I was concerned about if I was going to need to double some up. Some of these are going to feel a little repeated, and I will apologize in advance for that. I did remake some things to get sizing better, or I had changed one thing about it, or things like that. But yes, this is not a Frankenstein pattern. This was just me using chenille yarn, not really understanding how to size properly, not understanding that I tend to have loose tension. Because I started having very tight tension the very first time. And then I was like, oh, I need to do something to make this looser. And I went the other way. And now I'm just inconsistent. I don't think I ever have tight tension. I might have average tension and loose tension, but I don't think I have tight tension at all. But who knows? I know that I'm inconsistent. That's what I can tell you. So I hope you enjoy these cute little shoes. And I hope you have a lovely day. I'm going to do my outro here. Thanks for coming in. I genuinely mean it. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your support, and I never imagined I would have a community like all of you. So with that, can I get an amen? Hugs to you all, whatever kind of hug you might need. Sending you all the positives, vibes, and prayers, and hoping the very best for all of you. Sorry, I know I already did the outro. Quick reminders. Crafting Kitties Creator Spotlight is Brianna K for March. For April, it is Very Pink Knits. And there is some crochet and some Tunisian in there. So it's not just knitting, but I know some of you are learning knitting. Also, a reminder, Magical Make-Along this month in March is being hosted. It's by Armchair Chef Lori and co-hosted, sponsored by Deb Morgana. You could potentially win some Bag-A-Day hand-dyed yarn. So check it out and make something that's lucky. I'll link that video below. Also, I believe what Armchair Chef said. Number one is that the Magical Make-Along is going back to Michelle, and I believe she is going back to her original channel name, but I might have gotten that wrong. So her original channel name is So Magical Michelle. I have a feeling that has something to do with what's going on with their website and their journals. It might be Live Fantastical, but either way, it will be back on Michelle's platform. She's probably looking for April co-sponsor, co-host, or potentially is. It is Armchair Chef and Lori's and Cheyenne's birthday in April, same day. And so they'll do something. But for Armchair Chef, there's the birthday projects. So you can do tropical themes. And if you donate for a project, so if you do a project that is donated as a prize, she will send you the amount of yarn that you used. So it needs to be a yarn project. And you get 2 entries, but you can do 2 entries. So you could have 4 entries on the wheel. She'll have lots of other giveaways. The only way you can win one of the handmade projects that were entered as the giveaways is to donate your project. So she will reimburse your yarn. And yeah, part of how you get extra entries is, well, the only way to get extra entries is to actually make something in the theme with yarn, record what kind of yarn, what color, how much you used, ounces and or yards, whatever is going to work. Anyway, with that, I'll actually let you go. Bye.